Viewers, hello and welcome to the report of live. Today we are hello. Today we are going to discuss the ongoing economic and political crisis in Sri Lanka. Only a decade earlier, there was a different scenario in Sri Lanka. The Tamil Tiger issue was resolved, and the long-standing civil war ended. The tourism-based nation started earning billions of dollars. But after a decade, the country is struggling with the severest economic crisis since its foundation in 1948. There is no light on roads, no fuel or vehicles, no papers for educational institutions to take exams, and the price of daily commodities is skyrocketing. Price of cylinder is now $13, which was $7 just a month before. Huge amounts of overseas loans, the coronavirus pandemic, and the latest Russian invasion of Ukraine prompted the country to such a crisis. Today, we have a very special guest with us. He is Manjusri Chandrasena, an attorney of the Sri Lankan Supreme Court. Chandrasena, welcome to our show.
Hi, welcome.
First of all, we want to know the ongoing situation in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapakse today on Monday called for unity among the political parties, but the opposition denied the formation of national government, and already all 26 parliament members, all 26 ministers resigned from their posts. So there are a flurry of extraordinary disasters in Sri Lanka. What's going on, Chandrasena, in your country?
The if you're talking about present situation in Sri Lanka, very sad situation. In Sri Lanka, no petrol, no diesel, no gas, no electricity, and for instance, no dollars to buy gas, petrol, and main thing is no rule of law also. They the some citizens, 2 or 3 citizens, they are waiting in queue, and some 2 or 3 people were dead in queue. But the government opposition party, they do not give any solution for opposite problem. Sri Lanka present situation, the country without government. The president is Gotabaya Rajapaksa, but he does not rule Sri Lanka. And he can't manage the present economic crisis, and I think people come to road because the parliament, the present cabinet ministers and president,
all of the ministers resigned.
Yeah, they resigned because of people. Because of people protesting against them. But when we're talking about the present economic crisis, because Sri Lankan government takes loans from China with very high interest. The main reason for the present situation in Sri Lanka is Chinese loan.
Chinese loan. Okay.
Yeah, because Sri Lanka government cannot pay off debt because they invest that money, some projects with no
which are
income.
not essential at all. Those projects
Yeah,
are not necessary. From different media news, we learned that the Sri Lankan government took various mega projects which are totally unnecessary for the country and is
unnecessary. You see the Lotus Tower in Colombo, the million of dollar wasted for that project. I
okay. So,
and
if I ask you another question,
yeah,
that is, this is the present scenario in your country.
yeah,
The people are protesting; they are taking streets, demanding resignation of the present government. The president Gotabaya Rajapakse. They are raising placards which read "Go home, Gotabaya." But
yeah.
this situation was not created in a single day or in a month, in a week. Why did this happen? Why did this happen actually? Why the government of Sri Lanka could not avoid the situation?
The, there, I think there is two main reasons. One, first reason is the corruptions. Second reason is loans with very high interest. The the corruption is the main problem in Sri Lanka. So every politicians, not only government but also opposition politicians, they misuse public funds. They misuse public funds. They they use public funds. They think that they are own money. Some politicians like Sri Lankan people call financial minister Mr. 10%, Mr. 10%, because every uh, he commissions are taken from every investors.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
charges commission from every government projects.
every project.
10% is his
Yeah,
benchmark.
his nickname is Mr. 10%.
Okay,
The
okay.
corruption is main main reason, uh, uh, main reason for present situation. And second reason is the loans. Loan is very high interest. Sri Lankan government took loans from China, very high interest, and use that money some project, no income. For example, Lotus Tower. Uh, Other one is uh, Fort City. Fort City. Uh, the See, Lotus Tower. It is like a torch. No income. For some special day, the electric bulbs light up. Only it is only for that. Sri Lankan people they say that is like torch. The, the, these two reason. Two reason is the these two things is the main reason: corruption and loans with very high interest.
Okay, so we got 2 points mainly for this situation of Sri Lanka. One is high interest loan, foreign loan, overseas loan, and another is corruption,
Yeah,
which led this situation of present situation of Sri Lanka. Okay, so what can the Lankan government or the Lankan political parties or the Lankan authorities do? How can Sri Lanka overcome the crisis, the ongoing
yeah,
crisis, Mr.
yeah.
Chandra said?
I believe that
No
Sri
way.
Lankan, yeah, I believe that Sri Lankan can raise against, but the politicians, uh, if politicians honestly trying to try, but reason is that Sri Lankan politicians are not honest. They always try to cheat citizen, and they need to earn money. The lot of politician in parliament, they um, they earn money. Uh, they 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 did not try to develop Sri Lanka. And one example, I will tell one example. The Raja last year, power of the Auditor General were reduced by Rajapaksa government by Parliament Act. The, now he cannot audit some department in Sri Lanka. He cannot audit president office. He auditor general cannot audit prime minister office. The why government reduce auditor general power? The, the answer is very simple. That to misuse public money, to misuse public money. For example, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Prime Minister is elder brother Mahinda Rajapaksa. Financial Minister is elder brother Gotabaya Basil Rajapaksa. And 65% of the budget goes to Rajapaksa family. And they misuse public funds. If first I propose first the power of auditor general must be given against every I think every process, every department of the government need to be audited by the auditor general. And we should reduce fraud, corruption, bribe. Then I think other one is we should not get loans from specifically say from China, because they Sri Lankan government can go to IMF, but I propose should not take loans from China. And Sri Lankan government continue to print money. That should be stopped, because value of currency goes down. That is one reason. This I think
at present the price of one Sri Lankan rupee equivalent to more than $200.
Yeah, because the government continue to print money. That is one reason. The value of Sri Lankan currency every day goes down.
Yeah.
Other one is government should promote exports, because we have resources in Sri Lanka: tea, rubber, coconut, fruits, vegetables, spices.
It is a very resourceful island of South Asia. Yeah.
But Sri Lankan government.
Why the government is not exporting or taking any initiative to export its domestic goods? Why?
Yeah, that is the main problem. That is the main problem. The Sri Lankan.
I think the government did not take the problem seriously. What the government is facing now, the people are facing acute food and fuel crisis. We saw in various news reports that people can have their meal only one time in a day. So I saw a moment earlier that this situation was not created in a day or in a week or in a month, and only the Gotabaya Rajapaksa government is not liable for this situation, whether it is true or not. But what is the political failure? What other political parties did for last 15 years or last 20 years? What they did, or did they have any failure?
But I believe that every political party is responsible for this situation. But Rajapaksa family is the main culprit. I believe that every political party in Sri Lanka responsible.
I got that Rajapaksa family and his grabbing power by his entire family. That is one of the most serious reasons. But Rajapaksa invited all political opposition parties to form national government, and no political parties denied. Main opposition of the parliament, they denied to join Rajapaksa's new government. But what is their plan? What they want to do? What other political parties?
I will come to that point because
Okay,
the
okay, okay. Sorry.
Rajapaksa family, but first I must say the Rajapaksa family is the main culprit. Main
Okay.
culprit. Rajapaksa family. This is Rajapaksa family government. I
Okay.
say this is family
Yeah.
government. This family government responsible for the present situation in Sri Lanka because uh, uh, they are the one who use public money for projects with
Own interest, personal
no
interest.
income, misuse public money. But the opposition party saw that mistakes and corruptions of the government, and they kept quiet. They kept quiet. And I think opposition party do not fulfill their duties and responsibilities. They also liable. They also liable. All political party, 40, political parties in Sri Lanka fail. That's
The
that's
opposition must, or the opposition must play a role if the government, if the sitting government derails from its way, derails from its path. It's in parliamentary democracy, the opposition has to play a major role to guide the government. I just add a point in your speech.
but the present opposition party members did not uh, do not fulfill their duty. They take their salary and they they keep quiet. I don't know why they did not question government. They did not ask uh, Rajapaksa's corruptions because 65% of the budget goes to Rajapaksa family. You know, uh, there are five ministers in Rajapaksa family. One, Gotabe Rajapaksa, Mahinda Rajapaksa, Basil Rajapaksa, Namal Rajapaksa, Chamal Rajapaksa, his son, I can't remember his name. He also the minister.
Probably prime minister's advisor. Prime minister's
Yeah, but
advisor, most probably.
yeah, but the present situation uh, in have Sri Lankan have no foreign currency. Foreign currency.
Yeah, only
Uh,
400 million US dollar in your reserve. 400 million US dollar, I think the figure is. This present foreign reserve of Sri Lankan central bank is 400 million US dollar, and the debt of Sri Lanka, which is need to be paid in 2022, is equivalent to 7 billion US dollar, if I not mistake. Uh,
the, and Gotabe Rajapaksa asked opposition party to join government, and but people ask go home. The,
yeah.
that is why opposition leaders, opposition party members uh, uh, do not join the government. The first Gotabe Rajapaksa resign from uh,
Government.
yeah. The people ask that.
Yeah. It's people's demand uh, demand to the present government to step down from the power. Okay. From before going to our last question, one of our viewer asked a question. I just want to convey the question. He said the Asia Cup Asia Cup cricket is scheduled to hold in October in Sri Lanka. What could have been uh,
Asian,
hello? Yes,
yeah.
Asia Cup is scheduled in October. What about it? Will it be possible for Sri Lanka to arrange the tournament?
I think the Sri Lankan government uh, can't do, because we have no we have rupees, but we have no foreign currency, and
Reserve.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
It's not. It will not be possible.
it will not be possible.
Yeah, Chandrasena, I think you know about Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of the fastest growing countries in South Asia at this moment. Our government has also taken multiple mega projects. So, what is your suggestion for a country like Bangladesh, which has taken multiple mega projects like Sri Lanka, and the price of daily commodities has been skyrocketing for months? So, what is your suggestion for Bangladesh to avoid such situation,
I
such
think I
blunder?
think we cannot compare multiple mega projects in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Okay,
You see Sri Lankan has taken loan from China with very high interest. They invest some multiple mega projects like Port City, Lotus Tower, Hambantota Harbour.
good.
See, Lotus Tower, there is no income, no income. Port City also the same, no income. And Hambantota Harbour, and Hambantota Harbour, I think the Chinese government acquire that project because
They will take over the project. China will take over the Hambantota project.
because Sri Lankan government failed to repay loan amount, then the Chinese government acquire that property. Uh, I uh, if I think if we take if we take money from IMF, we never face such difficult situation because uh, uh, Chinese loan, Sri Lankan. I, I think I advise you to see Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, because Chinese give money and they propose the project. We should invest money. The project proposed China. The Lotus Tower we don't need Lotus Tower, but Chinese government proposed that project and they uh, gave money, but we should we should pay off the loan. That is the reason. But Chinese government give some huge money, but that government
Fruitless. The
project.
money is spent in fruitless projects.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because there are some conditions and in Lotus Tower and Hambantota Harbour and Port City, Chinese workers, Chinese engineer, Chinese labor, all come to Sri Lanka, but they did not use Sri Lankan.
Currency.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, Chandrasena, we have learned various issues from this discussion, from these talks, and the people of Bangladesh has a great interest about Sri Lanka. Everyone is eyeing on the situation. Everyone is following news media. What is going on in Sri Lanka, and our experts, our analysts, our economists, they are fearing of the. They're not fearing. They're warning the government, or they're giving various cautionary to Bangladesh for to avoid the similar situation in Bangladesh. But we, from your discussion, we learned many things about Sri Lanka, and we also found that there is many similarities between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, but also there are many dissimilarities between these two countries. Thank you, Chandrasena, for joining us, for saying something for our people. Thank you very much. Viewers, thank you also. Visit www.thereport.live for news update. Also visit our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Good night.
Good night.